Chef Jeremy Parker, it's good to have you back, sir.
Hi, good morning.
This is exciting because we are looking to add great flavor to what we're cooking, and we need a little extra. Well, this is going to hold a lot extra, 50% more than the previous grinders we brought in.
That's right, and we love the Ratchet grinders here. It's the easiest grinder to use, and this is just a larger, 50% more model, so you can load more herbs, more salt, more pepper. And let me show you how it works. Now, to load it, you just open up this little piece here. Instead of trying to load one of these guys, we have to twist this off and lose parts. And then all you do is you set it from fine up to coarse, and you just move the handle. I can move it with one finger. That grinds peppers, that grinds salt, that grinds herbs. What's happening is underneath here, if you look closely, is this little ceramic grinder is going to grind everything perfectly. No matter if you go this way, small, see how it grinds in one direction? So it is the easiest grinder that you'll ever use, and you can load it yourself. It's fantastic. I have one for salt and pepper at home, and I have about 4 for different herbs that I do.
Oh, they're great. Now, this is a set of 2 when you buy these today. We have 3 color groupings for you. So you can choose by color grouping, and we've got them right here on the table, so I'll take you through.
Yep.
We have Graphite, which is most popular. That's the darkest of my 3 colors. Then I have it in a set of 2 white, most limited, and finally the set of 2 red. Always popular, our Foodie Red. $41.25, brand new today. Super excited that every item is on 5 Pay on air and online.
I love it, yeah.
So that means 5 easy payments today of only $8.25, and you do get the set. Can I do a smaller or a larger grind?
Yeah, and let me show you the difference here with the peppercorn. So I've got it set to fine right here. And let me just do a couple of strokes. Now, what's great is if you're peppering a sauce, you don't have to do this 1,000 times. It really gets a large volume out. That's fine. Now, let me just move this over here to the coarse, okay? And then I'll do the same thing. And side by side, you can see how much control you have.
Maybe you're doing a steak au poivre.
Oh, yeah, and you want a nice coarse one.
And you want some coarse black pepper or mixed peppercorns.
And maybe you want something finer, and so you have a fine peppercorn. So you have the choice. And
well, this would be for your mashed potatoes.
There you go.
And this would be for this. You could even make it more coarse than that, couldn't you?
Yeah, well, that's the coarse one there. But let me show you about herbs. Let me just wipe this here, because I love this for herbs. If you want to keep those herbs year-round, you have to dry them is the only thing.
Yeah.
Just don't do wet herbs.
Because the oils will gum up the
and you don't want anything molding in there. And so all you do is you're going to strip this off. And what I usually do is put this in the microwave even for just about 60 seconds.
To dry it out?
Yeah, or you can leave it out on your countertop and dry them out. I love this for fresh thyme when I make fish. And let me show you. Now with rosemary, sometimes you have longer pins. I might even just bunch it up a little bit here. You could do any funnel. You could do this on a piece of paper. And then I just make a funnel here, and I'm going to load that in there. Okay, let me just pour this in, if you can see that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's
perfect.
And that's how easy that is to load. Now, what I love about this is rosemary, but watch. When you grind it, you can dry it so fine, David, that is like a powder. I've never seen rosemary that fine.
Well, we sometimes buy sage at a powder at Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
And sage starts out as a leafy product, a leafy herb, right?
Yeah.
So this turns it into powder, and now it's much easier to measure. It's much easier to season with. You can season your sauces with it. You can put this on beef, whatever.
Yeah, you don't get little bits in your teeth. So your rosemary potatoes, your rosemary chicken, it is all herb. Oregano the same way. When you're doing a sauce, do that with oregano. And just go right in, and that is going to season it so nicely. You're going to have more flavor. It cracks open all those flavors.
And allows them to bloom and blossom, right? Because when you open them up, when you grind them, they release more flavor and more aroma, and it's going to be fantastic. If you're doing smoothies in the morning, want to add some flaxseed or chia seeds to what you're doing, very, very nice way to add a little topping, a little garnish to your smoothies.
Yeah.
We have a set of 2 of these, and all you need to do is choose your color. Remember, these are larger than the ones we've offered before. These are 50% larger than the ones we've done before, and that means you're refilling them less often, but they're super easy to refill. Now, Graphite is our most popular. I have 1,900 available. Now, if you want the white, only 1,000 now left to go around, and finally the 2 red. 1,600 in the red. So these are all going very quickly. Many of you are wondering about this brand. This is the #1 kitchen brand at QVC Germany.
QVC Germany, that's right. And they make high-end kitchen products, a lot of silicone products. And
help us with the pronunciation.
KOCHBLUME.
KOCHBLUME, which means cook flour.
Cook flour.
In German.
That's right, yeah. And, you know, whenever we buy salts or peppers, the good stuff, the good sea salt, the kosher salt, it's coarse. You have to grind it. Peppercorns, buy them whole. They're so good. But when you buy them in these things, you're going to have to use a grinder. And again, if you're using one of these old grinders, I don't know if you've ever tried, this thing, I mean, it falls out the bottom, and you have this little thing, and you're trying to figure it out. It's coming out.
And you're holding it in your hand, and you're trying to put it in there like BB's in a BB gun.
It's a pain in the hand, as we say. So this way, again, to load it, you just open this little bib right here, this little piece, load it. To clean it, by the way, pour it out, give it a salt bath. That's just like you would clean a mortar and pestle.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
so you grind salt crystals in there?
Just put a little bit of salt through there, and that's how you clean it out, right?
Now, if you're buying your herbs already dried in little packets at the supermarket, make your own blends, right?
Absolutely. This is a blend here that we did with some peppercorns and some sage and
I
some
might
herbs.
do my own Italian blend and put some oregano and some sage and thyme and parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. All that.
I love
all that inside.
Herbs de Provence. I do it for my garden. So rosemary, thyme, marjoram, savory, fennel, and lavender. And that's that herbs de Provence.
And pardon my reach.
Go ahead.
I just want to show you again. You could be wrestling with one of these little tiny things. We all have dealt with these in our past. And we thought, oh, well, this is a step up from a regular shaker, right? Well, maybe a step up from that, but not a big step. And so we're going to replace that with this and make it super easy. Now, you just move the handle. Maybe a little bit, maybe a lot of it. It all depends on how much and how robust you want to be when you're grinding.
Yeah.
Now, we have a set of 2 of these, and they come in colors. So, Chef Jeremy, I'll talk about colors again real quickly.
Okay.
Set of 2 in the graphite, most popular, and only $1,600. Here's the set of 2 in the white, only $900 to go around, and finally the set of 2 in the red, $1,500 in that red. Don't miss out on these. They are brand new and hold 50% more than previous grinders that we brought in.
Yep.
The Ratchet grinders, and these are perfect.
Yep, and again, if you have any carpal tunnels or arthritis, there is this large ball that they put there, so you can literally just use the palm of your hand like this.
Love it.
And so it's really just user-friendly. You'll use it every day you cook.
And when you're seasoning, make sure you're seasoning properly, and if you season up high, you get better distribution too, which is always nice.
Nice and high. Over
All right. Chef Jeremy, thank you, sir.
Thanks, David.
Always good to see you. And we